Skylar Mary Ellis, the lawyer representing those who filed the suit, says she agreed to the 1-month adjournment after gaining assurances that there will be no work toward developing the project further until after the case is heard. The Common Council has already approved the plan by Buffalo Police to turn the former Matt Urban Hope Center, vacant for a few years now, into a police training center, which would include an indoor firing range.
And you cannot make representations to the people who will live within 50 feet of it that they won't constantly hear pop, 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 pop all day.
But in approving the necessary rezoning, the city officials determined the indoor firing range, constructed in a concrete envelope lined with state-of-the-art sound-reducing materials, would produce noise levels which will not significantly exceed existing ambient sound levels in the neighborhood, concluding
no impact to the surrounding environment in terms of noise or any other thing.
I could simply look around and say things that don't have a negative impact. If I haven't done any homework, I might even believe what I say.
And she contends the city failed to do that, and their lawsuit demands a more thorough review.
They dump unwanted land uses in these areas.
He's not a plaintiff, but Professor Henry Taylor is the founding director for the UB Center for Urban Studies.
Fix the streets, fix the sidewalks.
Couldn't we fix the houses and the sidewalks and have the police training station?
No!
He insists there are better uses for this place.
Why not develop a community center there? Why not develop a neighborhood health clinic there? Why not develop something that the people in the neighborhood and the community lives?
The lawsuit also raises concern over increased traffic and pollution associated with the project, which sits in the shadow of Central Terminal, which, if plans for its redevelopment ever come to fruition, would bring more of that than a police training facility might.
So would you file a lawsuit about that?
Actually, that is a very important question, because anyone who knows about land use law knows that what you do in one area becomes precedent in another. If the residents do not put their feet down and say no, they will be in a weaker position to have input when it comes to the noise and the traffic and the design concerns when the Central Terminal is developed.
The two sides are due back in court in 1 month. On your side of the newsroom, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.
And we'll continue to follow. Thank you, Dave.